intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Off play action. Pollard. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They give to White on the option. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Bucs at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pollard. This is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pollard. And a loose football.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A good return there, 17 yards. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. throwing on first down. Pollard got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Pollard. And that is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Pollard. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw again on second down. Pickett over the middle. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a running play now for Thielen. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, Pickett. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Pickett. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here, sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett right back to the air again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Pollard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pollard. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, Pollard. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there for his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Throwing on first down, Pollard. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action, Pollard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Pollard. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go.
They'll run for it. Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Running out of the gun with White. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Pollard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To throw on 3rd down, Pollard. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Pollard. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Pickett now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
To throw on 2nd down, Pollard. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Back to throw. Pollard. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
looking to throw. Pollard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,
Yeah, my Brooklyn, 'cause he shot rock.